that God really wants us to get away from being inconsistent, because the only way our faith is going to be intact, the only way our faith is going to stay strong or even grow is if we are consistent. If I'll give you an example, whether you have kids or not, you could apply this to children, nieces, nephews, cousins, co-workers, whatever. But can you just imagine someone only approaching you when they need something? I think we all have dealt with that, right? Someone only dealing with you when they need something. And then as soon as you give them what they're asking for, they're going on about their business, and it's until the next time. God is saying that a lot of his children are approaching him that way. A lot of his children, that's the relationship. It's just, I'm going to come to you because I know I can rely on you. I know it's a good chance you might give me what I want. It's a good chance you might be there for me. But other than that, I'm not going to reach out to you. Because it don't feel good. I know we have all been there. And that does not feel good for someone to only approach us when they need us. When we are desiring a real relationship, we want a real relationship with our children. Just imagine, some of us don't have to imagine, living in a house with someone, you live with them. God lives in us, okay? The Holy Spirit lives in us. Just like the people we live with, they live with us. Imagine the people who live with us not having any conversation at all except for when they want something. Like, really put that picture in your head, because that is how a lot of us are dealing with God. And then when we get in something, we're overcame with anxiety and fear, and we don't know whether or not he's gonna come through. Well, we don't know. It's because we don't have the relationship to really be confident in his character. When you're in a relationship with someone, you're confident in their character. You're confident in who they've shown you to be, right? You believe what a person shows you. God has shown us that he is faithful. But if we only approach him when we need something, that's why we're not confident. If someone is only dealing with you when they need something, then there's not going to be confidence in that character, that they're reliable, that they're dependable. You won't be sure, because deep down I've only been dealing with you when I need something. So you know how that is, where you got that person, you could be on either side of this, but you know how that is, where you have that person, right, where you're not sure whether they're gonna come through for you or not, because you don't deal with them like that. You almost don't even want to ask them for anything, because you don't really deal with them like that. Your confidence isn't there. And so that's what God is saying. Your confidence isn't there in my faithfulness, because you're not dealing with me on a consistent basis. You're not approaching me on a consistent basis. You're not reading my word on a consistent basis. That's it. Okay, that's it. He wants us to approach him consistently, so that we will trust him consistently. We will have faith in him consistently. That is what he's saying. And so I just wanted to encourage you all. Also, I'm always encouraging myself to you guys. Whatever I say to you all is the same thing the Lord is saying to me, and we are in this together, okay?